Hi guys and welcome back to your favorite show Planet Bollywood. My name is Manish and I'm here to bring you all the latest, most updated information from the world of Bollywood and social media. Without wasting much more time, we're going to kickstart the show, but before that, I just want to quickly remind you guys to check out our Zoom Facebook page for all the latest, most updated information about your favorite celebrities. And with that, let's take a look at our top stories. Rhea Chakrabarti to be in jail till October 6th. Salman Khan collaborates with Southern artists to create pan-India appeal for Radhe, Your Most Wanted Bhai. Poonam Pandey's husband Sam Bombay gets arrested in Goa after actress claims he assaulted her. UP government plans new state-of-the-art 1,000-acre film city. Dia Mirza denies involvement in NCB's illegal substance case. As the NCB intensifies its investigation into Sushant Singh Rajput's case and widens its net across Bollywood, two major updates have emerged in the case today. It's been 3 months since the tragic passing of Sushant Singh Rajput, and the investigation into what caused his sudden demise and if there was foul play involved still continues. Now, there are 3 different agencies that are looking into this case. The first being the CBI, which is looking at the events leading up to Sushant's demise and if there was foul play involved. The second being the Enforcement Directorate, which is looking into the alleged siphoning off of funds from Sushant's accounts by Rhea. And the third is the NCB, which is again looking into alleged procurement and consumption of narcotic drugs or banned substances by Rhea and Sushant, which eventually led to her arrest earlier this month. Here's the story. Sushant's former talent manager, Jaya Saha, has reportedly shared details about her last conversation with the late actor Sushant Singh Rajput on the 5th of June with the NCB. Jaya Saha has reportedly admitted to procuring banned substances for actors Shraddha Kapoor, Sushant Singh Rajput, Rhea Chakrabarti and producer Madhu Mantena. Rhea Chakrabarti, Shouvik, Dipesh Sawant and Samuel Miranda, who were arrested by the NCB, will remain in judicial custody till October 6 after their bail plea is rejected yet again. The NCB seems to be widening the scope of its investigation and is reportedly preparing to question other Bollywood stars like Deepika Padukone, Sara Ali Khan, Rakul Preet Singh, Shraddha Kapoor and even Dia Mirza. They have also been grilling Sushant's former talent manager and Kwan employee Jaya Saha, who seems to be an important link and source of information in the case. In reports that emerged earlier, it was said that Jaya had named powerful producer and entrepreneur Madhu Mantena in the course of her interrogation. According to the most recent news report, Jaya has also allegedly spoken to the NCB about her last conversation with Sushant. सुनने में आया है कि जया की आखिरी बार सुशांत से 5 जून को बात हुई, लेकिन ये बात सिर्फ काम को लेकर थी। उन्होंने सुशांत के साथ एक नए फिल्म ऑफर को डिस्कस किया, which was supposedly to be directed by Kumar Mangat. Apparently, while Sushant was being offered 6 crores for the movie, he wanted double the amount as remuneration. Jaya has also allegedly shared that the celebrity management agency Kwan assisted Sushant in signing films like Drive, Kedarnath and Sonchiriya. जया का कहना है कि वो आखिरी बार सुशांत से मार्च 2020 में मिली थी और उस वक्त उन्हें लगा कि सुशांत की तबीयत ठीक नहीं है. She has reportedly told the NCB that the actor kept going to his bedroom during their meeting and didn't seem too well, but she didn't speak to him about it since their meeting was only work-related. While interrogation by the NCB continues, in a major setback to Rhea Chakrabarti, Shouvik Chakrabarti, Dipesh Sawant and Samuel Miranda, a sessions court has extended their judicial custody till 6th of October and rejected their bail plea. We hear that Rhea and Shouvik have now appealed for bail in the Bombay High Court. As per reports, Rhea and Shouvik's plea will be heard on the 23rd of September. Rhea was arrested on the 8th of September after 3 days of interrogation by the NCB, where she allegedly admitted to procuring banned substances for herself and Sushant and consuming them along with the late actor. Ria's brother Shoaik has also allegedly confessed that he arranged for a banned substance for Sushant, for which Ria made the payment. Whether Ria and Shoaik get bail in the case remains to be seen, but what is certain is that the investigation by the NCB is likely to reveal many uncomfortable truths about Bollywood and its high-profile celebrities. Salman Khan बनना चाहते हैं इंडिया के मोस्ट वांटेड भाई, and to ensure that his film has a pan-India appeal, the superstar has collaborated with many popular names from the Tamil and Kannada film industry for his next film, Radhe. Bollywood has enjoyed a lot of success remaking South films for Bollywood. And with the acceptance of stars like Dulquer Salmaan and Prabhas in Bollywood, it seems like the collaborations have only gone from strength to strength. And Salman Khan seems to want to encash on this collaboration between Bollywood and the southern film industries. Now, Salman Khan has already been successful in Bollywood with most of his films becoming super hits in Bollywood, but he seems to want to include now technicians and artists from southern India in order to expand his audience base. Take a look. While there have been many successful artists who have started their careers in southern films before becoming stars in Bollywood like Sridevi, Jaya Pradha and to an extent Kamal Hassan, over the past few years and especially after the tremendous success of the Bahubali films, there has been a growing proximity between Bollywood and southern film industries. Whether it's southern actors finding great roles in Bollywood films, film technicians working on Bollywood projects, or Bollywood actors like Salman and Shahid Kapoor working in hugely successful remakes of southern films like Wanted and Kabir Singh, many creative connections have been forged over the years. It's not surprising that Salman Khan, who is one of the biggest stars in Bollywood, is also making an effort to collaborate with talented artists and technicians from southern film industries and ensuring a pan-India appeal for his films. In fact, unki last film mein he had roped in Kannada superstar Kicha Sudeepa to play the villain, which did help the film get more audiences in southern markets. अब अपनी अगली बड़ी रिलीज राधे योर मोस्ट वांटेड भाई में सलमान ने रोप इन किया है तमिल एक्टर भरत श्रीनिवासन, हु प्लेज एन अंडरकवर कॉप इन द फिल्म. मेघा आकाश, जिन्होंने हाल ही में रजनीकांत की फिल्म पीटा में काम किया था, will now play Salman's colleague. A popular southern comedian, Nara Srinu, will also be making his debut in Bollywood with this project. Radhe, Your Most Wanted Bhai was supposed to release on Eid this year, but because of the pandemic and suspended shoots, the movie is likely to be completed only by the end of this year. There have been rumors that the makers may now release it by Eid next year. The movie stars Salman Khan and Disha Patani in lead roles and also has Jackie Shroff and Randeep Hooda playing important characters. It will be great to see such a talented group of actors come together and how their dynamic makes Radhe a huge success. Model turned actor Poonam Pandey, who married longtime partner Sam Bombay on 1st September this year, has filed a complaint against her husband accusing him of threatening and assaulting her. Sam has now been arrested by the police. Poonam Pandey, who's currently in Goa shooting for a film, has allegedly gone to the police station to file a complaint against her husband for assault and for threatening her, and has undergone the required medical tests for the same. Now, Poonam and Sam, who have been dating for over 2 years, recently got hitched and put out posts on social media announcing their union in front of close family and friends given the current pandemic situation. Here's the story. Unfortunately, it seems their relationship has faced a setback in less than a month of their wedding. According to reports, Poonam has filed a complaint at Kanakona police station in Goa against Sam. According to an official at the police station, Pandey filed a complaint late Monday night claiming her husband Sam Bombay had molested her and threatened her with dire consequences after assaulting her. He was arrested. Poonam has also undergone necessary medical tests as per police procedure. Poonam and Sam had recently shared pictures from their low-key wedding, and Poonam had captioned a picture of the two of them in wedding finery and written, "Here's looking forward to 7 lifetimes with you." The couple was allegedly also living together for 2 years before they decided to tie the knot. The actor had shared photographs of the two of them from their various wedding ceremonies, including their fehras and an earlier Mehndi function that the couple looked blissfully happy together in. In an interview with the newspaper, Poonam had called herself and Sam the most notorious couple, while declaring that the two had been instantly attracted to each other and that their love story had been like a Bollywood film. Of course, I'm going to brag about my husband being the smartest on the planet according to me. Jokes apart, we are very similar in many ways. He is my best friend, and the amazing part is that we're so thick that we can read each other's minds. Poonam and Sam announced that they had gotten engaged on the 27th of July with a picture that showed them flaunting their rings. Sam had even captioned his post, "We finally did it." However, it seems now that things may have gone sour quickly between the couple, with Poonam filing a complaint against her husband and the police arresting Sam under serious charges. We hope that Poonam is safe and not seriously injured, and that an investigation into the case will shed light into what went wrong between the couple soon. In a decision that will take the entertainment industry forward by leaps and bounds, the UP government has announced its decision to build the largest film city in India. According to a statement released by the UP government discussing this magnificent new film city project, the CM, while addressing a review meeting, announced to set up the biggest and most beautiful film city of the country in Gautam Buddha Nagar. He instructed officials to search for a suitable land in or around Noida, Greater Noida or Yamuna Expressway and prepare an action plan. With content in Indian cinema and on OTT platforms commanding excellent viewership, the need of the hour seems to be a state-of-the-art facility that will enable producing and creating content of this nature. Now, a film city has been proposed in Gautam Buddha Nagar, and according to the Yamuna Expressway Industrial Development Authorities, 1,000 acres of land has been allocated and dedicated to this project by the UP government. Take a look. Over the past few years, an increasing number of films have been filmed in various cities and small towns in Uttar Pradesh, whether they are gritty dramas and thrillers like Batla House and Raid, or light-hearted comedies like Ayushmann Khurrana's Bala, Bareli Ki Barfi, and most recently Gulabo Sitabo. Given the growing interest in Uttar Pradesh as a filming location and the comfort filmmakers find shooting there, Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath reportedly met many prominent names from the industry like Anupam Kher, singers Kailash Kher, Anup Jalota, Udit Narayan and director-producer Satish Kaushik, and took their insights and suggestions into the facilities and amenities needed to make this new film city one of a kind and completely self-sufficient. The UP government has decided to allocate a massive space of 1,000 acres to this state-of-the-art film city, which will also help in generating employment and encouraging filmmaking talent within the state and draw talent from all over the country. Apart from a vast number of studios, this brand new film city will also have recreational facilities like an amusement park, sports club, budgetary hotels, and food courts. Setups of outdoor shoots are also being proposed, and to ensure that this film city is a one-stop destination for all stages of filmmaking, cutting-edge post-production suits will also be made. Welcoming this initiative by the UP government, Kangana Ranaut shared a post on social media and said, "People's perception that the top film industry in India is the Hindi film industry is wrong. Telugu film industry has ascended itself to the top position and now catering films to pan-India in multiple languages. Many Hindi films being shot in Ramoji, Hyderabad. I applaud this announcement by Yogi Adityanath ji. We need many reforms in the film industry. First of all, we need one big film industry called Indian film industry. We are divided based on many factors. Hollywood films get advantage of this. One industry, but many film cities." Veteran singer Anup Jalota also shared a message thanking Yogi Adityanath and said, "I thank and congratulate UP CM Yogi Adityanath on the announcement of the film city in UP. Mumbai film industry shines because of talents from UP. Now when UP will have a film city, UP will shine." It is indeed wonderful to hear that such vast investments are being made in entertainment industry, and we are looking forward to hearing more details about this brand new film city which will take Indian television, cinema and web content to newer heights. Deepika Padukone is supposedly in touch with her legal team in New Delhi after her name surfaced in chats related to banned substances. The actor, who had travelled to Goa for a film shoot, may return to Mumbai soon. It has been a shocking couple of days in Bollywood after Deepika's name emerged in conversations from 2017, where she is allegedly asking her manager to procure banned substances for her. In a shocking new development, the spotlight seems to be on celebrities in Bollywood as the NCB deepens its investigation in the consumption of banned substances within Bollywood. Now, one of the biggest names involved in this investigation is Deepika Padukone, who is currently consulting with her team of lawyers in Delhi, and it's also alleged that Shraddha Kapoor and Sara Ali Khan will be called in for questioning by the NCB. Here's the update. Names of people who could arrange off the banned substances have also surfaced in chats between Deepika and her manager. And the NCB, which is investigating the links between suppliers and peddlers of banned substances and celebrity clients in Bollywood, will be thoroughly looking into the matter. According to news reports, Deepika's manager had asked for time till 25th September to appear before NCB, while there is no clarity on when Deepika may be summoned. There is also a report by Times Now which states that actor Shraddha Kapoor and Sara Ali Khan will also be summoned soon by the NCB. It's being said that Riya Chakrabarti, who is in judicial custody after being arrested by the NCB, had named Sara and Rakulpreet Singh as consumers of banned substances, while Shraddha was allegedly named by Jaya Saha, a celebrity talent manager who has been questioned by the NCB for the past 2 days. Jaya has also allegedly named producer Madhu Mantena during her interrogation, and he too will be questioned in detail by the NCB. While many celebrities have remained silent on the allegations of banned substances use in Bollywood, certain actors like Mukesh Khanna, Sameer Soni and Raveena Tandon have spoken up and said that while not everyone is the same in the industry, anyone denying the use of banned substances in Bollywood is in denial of the reality. Mukesh Khanna, in an interview with Times Now, has challenged any actor or politician to declare without any doubt that banned substances are not used in Bollywood, adding that it is common knowledge that such substances are used by members of the fraternity. He has also questioned why only the names of female actors have been mentioned, raising the question of a possible bias in the investigation. In the same panel discussion, actor Sameer Soni has also said that while he does not believe that Bollywood is a gutter, as said by Kangana Ranaut, he will be lying if he says that banned substances are not used in the film industry. Raveena Tandon, who has been vocal in her criticism of Bollywood in the aftermath of Sushant's demise, has also spoken up on this brewing controversy and commented on a microblogging site, "'Twas high time for cleanup to happen. Very welcome. Will help our young future generations. Start from here, surely. Proceed to all sectors. Uprooted from its core. punish the guilty, users, the dealers, suppliers, the profiting big guys on the take, who give it a blind eye and ruin people. Many interrogations and controversial revelations may be expected in the coming days as the NCB deepens its probe into the matter to explore the full extent of the banned substance racket. Well, guys, it's time to take a very quick break on the show. Don't go anywhere. We have a lot more action on the other side. After the shocking allegations against Deepika Padukone, there are now reports that actor-producer Dia Mirza has been named by an alleged peddler of banned substances. While no official summons have gone out to the actor yet, she has issued a statement on social media categorically denying the allegations. What started off as an investigation into the alleged procurement and consumption of banned substances by Riya Chakrabarti in relation to the Sushant Singh Rajput's case has now widened and included a whole bunch of other Bollywood celebrities, including Rakulpreet Singh, Sara Ali Khan, Shraddha Kapoor, and most recently, Deepika Padukone. Now, the NCB, who has arrested a whole number of peddlers and has accessed chats between Bollywood stars and their managers or people who have sourced banned substances for them, is likely to summon a whole bunch of A-listers from Bollywood in the next coming weeks. Check out the story. दीपिका पादुकोण के खिलाफ हुए एलिगेशंस ने पूरे बॉलीवुड को हिलाकर रख दिया है। दीपिका फिलहाल गोवा में अपनी अगली फिल्म की शूट के लिए गई है, बट सोर्सेस से कि शायद उन्हें जल्द ही एनसीबी से समन्स मिल सकता है। Producer Madhu Mantena is another big shot from Bollywood who will be summoned after Jaya Saha allegedly took his name during her questioning by the NCB. As the matter intensifies, we now hear that actor-producer Dia Mirza is also under the NCB scanner. According to NCB sources, Dia was named by an arrested peddler being questioned by the NCB. The peddler's girlfriend was reportedly Dia's manager and used to supply banned substances to the actor. According to news reports, the NCB also had details of what banned substances were supplied to Dia. Dia's manager is likely to be summoned first by the NCB, after which the actor herself may be called in for questioning. Dia has in the meanwhile issued an immediate clarification via a statement on social media where she said, "I would like to strongly refute and categorically deny this news as being false, baseless, and with malified intentions. Such frivolous reporting has a direct impact on my reputation being besmirched and is causing damage to my career, which I have painstakingly built with years of hard work." Dia has gone on record to deny that she ever procured or consumed banned substances. "I have never procured or consumed any narcotic or contraband substances of any form in my life. I intend to pursue the full extent of legal remedies available to me as a law-abiding citizen of India. Thanks to my supporters for standing by me." It is a shocking development indeed, given that Dia is a very conscientious citizen who often raises her voice on important social issues. It remains to be seen how the NCB will now proceed in this matter. Well, guys, with that, we come to the end of another episode of your favorite show, Planet Bollywood. Promising to be back tomorrow, same time, same place, with all the latest from the world of Bollywood and social media. But for those of you who still want more news from your favorite stars, do check out our Zoom Facebook page. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Until then, ciao.